Arch is the best quarterback prospect since Trevor Lawrence.
No. No.
Who you got over? Caleb?
I'm a Texas guy. Jaden Daniels was better. Caleb.
Now, okay, hold on. What if Arch has a big year?
He would.
Heisman winner.
He would have to like. Even then, I don't think he was more like just bro. Jaden Daniels was out there. Just Jaden and Caleb.
True,
were
but
like,
think about it. And older prospect, injury prone. Can it hold up?
No. Well,
Arch has Heisman season this year.
He has to do it. Is he better than Drake May? Like the accolades don't matter. It's the talent. Drake May was gifted as a passer.
Drake was my number 2 that year.
Me too. I had Jaden, Drake, Caleb.
Oh wow. I had Caleb, crazy. Drake, Jaden, but it was really close.
I had Caleb third because I thought he held the ball too long. It bothered the hell out of me. He still does it, but he gets away with it because he's super talented in terms of his arm. Yeah. But since now
Trevor Lawrence.
First off, let's put this out there. Trevor Lawrence wasn't that good. He was an RPO sprint. I was not a Trevor Lawrence guy either. You look at him now, he's just a guy. He's okay, but he's not.
He was pretty good this year, though.
Number 1 overall. He was
pretty good this year.
Not number 1 overall pick. Good.
I mean, true, but it's like, okay, what is Fernando Mendoza then? He's also RPO, that type of style offense, and he went number 1.
Just because you go 1 don't mean you are the one. I'm just saying, fair. Because a lot of guys, he's better than Kenny Pickett, that's for sure.
Yeah. I would say Arch. Okay, let's say he has another good year. He takes a nice step forward. Mechanics get a little cleaner. Accuracy gets cleaned up. Texas makes the playoffs. They win a playoff game or 2, right? If he has that type of season, and then he decides to go in the draft, then I think he'll probably be a better prospect talent-wise than Cam Ward and Fernando. I don't think he'd be a better talent than Caleb Williams. Drake May, Jaden Daniels would be more. It would be for me. It'd be a conversation, but probably not. I don't think it would be for me either.
Fair. Well, to that point, I think that draft class outside of JJ McCarthy, I think you can have a conversation. Yeah, like those top. You can have a conversation if Arch is better.
What about the 23 class with C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young? Obviously, he'd be
coming out,
Richardson,
bro.
Yeah, coming out.
C.J. Stroud was a problem. Like he was really good. He just wasn't mobile. Bryce is short.
Right. I had C.J. as my number 1 quarterback that year.
Yeah. Will Levis just had a strong arm.
I looked smart for a year.
I think he got the yips. That's just me.
I think the offensive line's trash.
That too. You get beat enough, and people keep hitting you. You're like, damn this ball. I think so. Like, Arch is up there, right? Since Trevor Lawrence, I think he's better than Trevor Lawrence coming out. I'm saying right now, I think he's better.
I think I was better than Trevor. Granted, I wasn't fully scouting at that time, but I was enough in the weeds of it. Mm-hmm. The size, the arm, he had some mobility at that size.
So now is Trevor better than the other guys that we mentioned? Because if he is, then Arch is not up
as
there.
a prospect. As a prospect, we're saying.
As a prospect, like coming out, all these guys are available.
I wasn't saying this. First? I wasn't saying this. They were saying he's the next Peyton Manning. I wasn't saying it, but ESPN, of course.
Who? Oh, man,
Stephen A. Smith. Come on now, the GOAT.
No, he definitely don't know what he's talking about. He could.
What about
he could scout his way out of kindergarten?
Who's the other guy? Mel Kiper. He loved
Mel Kiper is like 20% on like all these so-called generationals, because everyone kept saying Trevor Lawrence is the best thing since Andrew Luck. No,
right. That was
that was the thing, and like and the more I watched him, like he's not bad by any means, but he's not, bro. Andrew Luck was like a pro quarterback, in college. Like he was
different,
bro.
Peyton Manning, him, probably the best 2 prospects we've had in the 2. Well, Peyton was what, in the 90s, late 90s.
Yeah, he was 98.
I'll count him. Those 2 are the best prospects we've seen.
Bro, it's not. No. And then the third one I'll put in there is Cam.
Oh yeah.
Because we
True,
never
but it's like okay, he also had the off the field thing, got kicked out of college, had that monster 1 year for Auburn.
And then
Granted, you're not wrong. That 1 year
that was magical.
that was some magical stuff. Yeah,
he took a team who only had 2 other guys on that entire roster playing the NFL. Not like start just playing the NFL. He took that team 13-0, 14-0 national championship. That's how good he was. So like when I talk about like dudes,
and Auburn recruiting is still living off that title, by the way.
Still,
that's how they recruit them. They go, "Hey, remember we won a championship?" It's like, well, you can't
in 2010. It was 16 years ago, and they're still recruiting off of that. Like so, but like Art, like and like again, I'm a Texas fan. I love Arch. I think he's really good, really talented. But when you put him up there with some like you looking at him and you just critical of him, I'm like
yeah, I'm with you.
Because like
you talk arm talent wise,
arm talent wise, he can do it. Like he has it, but then I've seen Caleb throw, I've seen Drake, and I've seen Jaden, and not in NFL. I'm talking in college. You watch him throw, and you're like, bro, this shit is different. This is it's just different. Like Arch to me he's a better athlete than Drake and Caleb, not Jaden. He's so like it's really just those three because I think he's better than Trevor Lawrence coming out. I think Trevor Lawrence got the hype that Arch that like Arch got last year, but he was on a program built to win. He didn't, bro. Like they were winning before,
Deshaun Watson.
They won.
Who was
that kid
they had? Who's the guy that had
Kelly Bryant?
Yeah, Kelly Bryant. I can't remember his name. Yeah, Kelly.
Yeah, so like
too.
Yeah, so like whereas Texas had a roster, they were okay, but it wasn't plug and play as much as you know what I mean. So like I think is he the best since Trevor Lawrence? No. I think he's in the top 5 since Trevor Lawrence.
Fair.
I think I think that would be more of a fair comparison. But to your point, now if he goes and have this monstrous year, let's say he throw 40 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 4,000 yards. It's a different, but it's because we've seen the tape now. Like we've seen him play. As of right now, no.
Yeah, I'd have Caleb over him. I'd have Drake over him. Trevor is interesting. I couldn't give you an answer right now off that one. I have to think about it. I would have Arch over Jaden. Depends on the year he has. Depends on the year. As of right now.
That's what I'm saying.
As of right now.
So like, because like the way I'm kind of thinking about it is, all right, if all these guys are available, who am I taking?
Who are we taking? Right.
Put
them all in one big draft.
Put them all in one draft. Who am I taking?
Jeremiah Smith goes 1. Who are we taking at 2?
You are trying to piss people off. Oh, I love it. But yeah, man. So I don't necessarily I don't agree with that. And like again, we are Texas fans. Like we love Arch. Watch every game. Big supporters. But the best since Trevor Lawrence. And Trevor Lawrence wasn't that good, so
So our next hot take is actually a comment to that hot take. So the hot take from Bryce was Arch is the best quarterback since T-Law. The comment is from Hawkman8706. He says,
all right,
I was going to say the exact opposite. I think he plays like actual shit this year, but still goes first round from name recognition alone. So we are on totally different ends of the spectrum here. We're on Arch is the best to Arch is the worst. Sounds like Twitter in a lot of ways for Arch. I'm going to say he's more towards the first comment than the second comment.
Than the second, yeah, bro. Like, listen, we're not gonna play like Arch not talented. People keep talking about his name. Watch the tape. He can make every throw. He's strong. The most impressive thing and the thing I loved for him last year is his pocket presence, and his poise got better week after week. Like he stood taller, longer, and took some big shots and made some big time throws.
Yeah.
And he's athletic. He can run it every time he wants to, but he learned how to take those, shots in the pocket. So yeah,
I would say to anyone who hasn't watched Arch, if you want to see the ride that Arch went on throughout the year, watch Ohio State first and watch the ups and downs. And there were some highs, there were some lows.
Yep.
Watch that game first, and you can set yourself like, okay, I don't see it with this guy. Then go ahead and watch, I don't know what, his game
Michigan.
Yeah, just go to the very end. Go play Michigan, where the dude ran for 150 yards, threw for 300.
First and last game.
Watch the first one, watch the second one. You're like, oh, these are two totally different players. And so I think with some people with Arch, they're going to focus on the 5-6 game sample size of Arch playing inconsistent, struggling because of the offensive line, struggling to be accurate at times, and then watch him by the end of the season and say to yourself, has he not gotten significantly better? And the answer is obviously yes. And then I also think you have to add in, you don't want to throw a bunch of caveats for the guy, but I think also adding in some extra, tidbits of, hey, he's got a bunch of new starters on the offensive line, because that 2024 offensive line that Quinn Ewers had, they all went to the league. Kelvin Banks, Cam Williams, the center. The only ones that are back were DJ Campbell and Cole Hudson. And Cole Hudson was kind of a rotational guy. So he had 3 new starters, a freshman at tackle. He had a freshman guard playing and a redshirt sophomore tackle and Trevor Gooseby. And so he was struggling with that offensive line. And then his receiving core, call a spade was kind of bad last year. Ryan Wingo had flashes of brilliance, but he couldn't catch nothing at times. Yep. And then probably his best receiver was, I can't remember the guy's name, the slot receiver.
Parker Livingstone?
No, I'm not thinking him. The guy that's still on the team.
Mosley?
Mosley. Yeah. I thought he was maybe their best receiver, but he was out for most of the year.
He missed the first 6-7 games.
Yeah. He came back, was a little limited to start off, but I thought by the end of the year, he was the most consistent target that Arch could go to. Ryan's the most talented, but Emmett being more reliable guy. And so he had a receiving core that couldn't catch. The run game was bad. The offensive line was bad. Yet despite the early struggles, he got significantly better by end of season, to where now it's like, okay, if you take that 7-game sample size and include the Michigan game, now we can start having the conversation like, this guy's the number 1 quarterback prospect heading into next year. We can have the conversation of him being a Heisman contender and all that stuff. So no, I completely disagree with this.
Yeah, like people get infatuated with the Manning name. Oh, he's only getting that because, and like, you don't watch him. Watch his tape.
He's good. It's not like, and crazy thing, he was good in 2024. He just had to do it for a full year. Now he got a year under his belt. So like the first round talk is warranted. It wasn't warranted last year. So I could see your gripe then. Like, what, he hadn't played a full season as a starter. It wasn't warranted. It's warranted because of how better he got. And also the thing is, to your point, as good as that team wasn't around him, he made them better with his feet. He made them better being more accurate. Didn't have a run game because both his running backs were banged up most of the year. You know what I mean? Like, he had all that going against him and still had a chance to make the playoffs. Still had a chance. And they
just didn't go their way.
Right.
Exactly. Like, they had an argument because they beat Texas A&M.
Right.
At the end of the year. You know what I mean? So like, Arch isn't going to play bad this year. Arch is going to have a big year. Like, they got better around him. They got more weapons around him. They got Cam Coleman.
Yeah. And Ryan Wingo and Mosley and who in any other draft class would probably be wide receiver 1. Right.
You know what I mean? So like, if anything, he's going to be better. He has a year under his belt. He has a year dealing with the media. He has a year of the pressure, all that stuff. And he has another year as a full-time starter in the system. The system now more geared toward who he is as a player. Because Sark had to learn him as much as Arch had to learn the system. Right. And he got a full year of doing that, and you telling me he's going to play like crap. No. I'm willing to bet he throws for about, I'm going to say, 3,500, probably 30, I'm going to go 32 touchdowns, 33 touchdowns passing, 7 interceptions or less.
I can see it.
And probably another like 400 or 500 rushing.
Can you think of another prospect off the top of your head in any sport? Can't just be football. That's dealt with the criticism and media circus that he's felt. Because I can only think of like 2, and it's like maybe, and it's Bronny James and it's Caleb Williams. Because Caleb, people hated him.
Yeah, people don't like Caleb. People still don't like Caleb because he has his nails painted, as if that has anything to do with football. Can he play?
Right.
Can he play? I don't care. Exactly. He can paint his eyelashes blue for all I care. Can he play?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
and then Bronny's LeBron's dad. People are like, oh, he's just making it to a league. By the way, Bronny, he can play. So
yeah, like
he's making them look pretty bad.
He's a serviceable backup point guard. Like he doesn't have to be a superstar.
Right.
In terms of criticism,
yeah.
No. Lamar
Jackson.
Yep.
I can see that.
Yeah. That because
it wasn't necessarily like the media circus, but it was like,
no,
are you going to play quarterback?
It was
running back.
it was more so the NFL circle. They were trying to crush him. Oh, he's a receiver. Oh, he's a great athlete, but he's not a okay. I remember that time very, very vividly because I'm just like, man, I don't know a lot, but I know a good quarterback when I see one, and I'm just like,
he's worked out pretty well.
Right. So, I mean, I think he maybe, but to your point, he didn't get the same media criticism.
The only one I could think of that's WNBA is like Angel Reese and who's that?
And Caitlin Clark.
Girl? Yeah. But that's more like that. That's even beyond the play on the field.
That has nothing to do with anything.
Hating. Right.
Hating, right.
That would be the one. That's not. That's worse. That's toxic.
But to your point, that's what a lot of dislike for Arch is to me. It's just people hating.
Right. I think the best one to compare would be for me Bronny, because it's like
Bronny James,
son of a legend, and you're just making it to the league because of your last name. It's like, no, Bronny can play, so can Arch.
Well, and I think y'all overvalue how loyal teams are. They're not. 0% loyalty. They don't care about players unless they're playing well. Because once you're not, they get rid of you.
Yep.
Or you're too old, you're too injured, you're too this, then they get rid of you. There's no loyalty. So maybe they did do it as a favor, but he had to be able to play in some shape, form, or fashion. That had to. It wasn't he still played in the G League. It was
like the 56th pick.
Who cares?
In the NBA, who cares?
Granted, I think Arch is going to be a top 5 pick, but based on the progression of last year and going into this year, if he picks up where he goes, they beat Ohio State, second game of the year, and they start rolling. Yeah, it's nothing you can tell me that it's not warranted. It's more than warranted. Again, if you don't like Arch, I don't think you're watching the tape.
Right, and
I really don't.
You said it pretty well there, and I think you can take that to the NFL. You talk about, you really think teams are just going to take him because his last name's Manning? No, that's not how the NFL works. Right, these are millions and millions of dollars. So if Arch was bad, they wouldn't draft him number 1, right? Because this is a massive gamble you're taking. Now, if Arch came out last year, for example, and he came out, let's say he sat out the second half of the season and he got drafted top 5, then we're talking.
But
what are we doing here?
But that wouldn't have happened because teams aren't built to.
Would not.
These are long-term investments. Players are. So a first-round quarterback gets depending on the slide, you're looking at $30 million plus, guaranteed, fully guaranteed, giving it to him. Right. So you're telling me just because of his name, they're going to give him $30 million and a 5th-year option? Right. No, that's not. That's no good businessman works like that. I don't care who your dad or who your uncle is. I don't care. Yep. I could care less. Can you do what I need you to do? Arch can. Hence why he's getting the first round or top 5 love he is. And I think he's going to prove it this year. So to say he's going to play like crap, I totally disagree with.
I love, this is the second or third hot take video where it's like, it feels like every time is Arch is great, Arch is bad. And so it's cool. It's really interesting to kind of see the in between right now. It's very polarizing.
Well, again, I think a lot of it has to do with just pure dislike of the attention he's getting.
Right.
Right.
The because social they think media buzz.
Right. Because they think it's because of his name. Bro, first off, it's 6 other quarterbacks who are good in this class. Yeah. That's you know what I mean? So let's talk about
3 of them could end up going number 1 for all we know.
Right. So you know what I mean? So it's kind of just like last year again, I got the criticism. I get it. He hadn't played and he wasn't playing well, he was playing inconsistent. Right. I can understand it. But only people was talking about him going in the first round were the media who don't know what they're talking about.
Seriously.
Let me tell y'all this. People on TV, 90% of them don't know what they're talking about. The former players who actually care, and you can check any sport. You can tell who does the work. Like you can tell who's doing the work, and you can tell who has someone else do the work, and they get a summary of reports and things
Some
like
notes.
that to just
Yeah.
know is that's it. But like most of the guys on TV, they don't have a clue what they're talking about. Turn on the tape, watch for yourself. Like, bro, he's a top 5 pick, and if he plays how he did at the end of last year, the last 4 or 5 games of last year going into this year, he's number one. It's not a big top. He's number one. That's how good he was. Like, so yeah. I don't disagree. I don't like people hating on the athlete as if he did something wrong outside of being born. Like,
right, and that's 99% of the cases where the athlete did nothing to warrant the hate. It's unfortunate, but all right, let's get off the Arch conversation.
Let's go.
Last one. If you guys did enjoy this clip, make sure you guys go check out our live shows. We do them 3 times a week where you can see our full videos, not just these cut ups, but full videos. Make sure you guys check them out. While you're there, hit that like and subscribe button. Have a good day.